Yes. Good evening, everybody. It's Trent with All About Sewing. Um, I'm here on our Tuesday evening live that we always do, as you know. And I'm excited to see who's going to join us this evening. Uh, so let me see where my comments. If I got anybody in here yet. And Jonathan should be joining me right now. Jonathan, there he
Hey, here
is.
I am.
What's up?
What is up?
Nothing, just a this is a pretty exciting day. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, we have a little different platform here. We are actually using StreamYard for the first time to produce a live, and we're really excited because, as you know, tonight will be our tonight will be our special guest, Trevor Conquergood. Will be joining us, who is our educator for the event, our Floriani Total Control event, which is known as Trevor's Embroidery Recipe Box. And I'm very, very excited about this event. It's going to be one of the coolest things that we've ever done. Before I get into it, I'm going to do some calendar information and I'm going to go over a couple things just for the week while I wait for some people to join us. So let's just see here. We have um, coming up this week, as you know, tomorrow is Kimberbell Club, not digital dealer exclusive, right? Let me know if I missed anything, Jonathan. Kimberbell Club, not digital dealer exclusive, and excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. Digital dealer exclusive, our Kimberbell Club this week, and there's Mary Gail. Will be Wednesday. So, you know, guys, that's just your open sew day. So until any announcements that we have, we usually start around 1. So people come a little bit earlier and set up, go grab some lunch, whatever. And they will be here all day, at least until 4 for sure. That's usually when we kind of start shutting down. But it's Kimberbell Club tomorrow. And then we have our Stitchwise events, as you know about, this weekend with Bernina. Now, Jonathan, if I'm correct, we only have 2 spots left for the Surger event.
That's all right. I believe so.
Yes.
We
So,
had a couple.
guys,
We had a couple 2 signups for each day, so we only have a couple spots left on each day.
that's excellent. That's so exciting. So guys, that if you want to get in that, as a matter of fact, we have taken off registration online. I believe Amanda pulled that. So if you want in that class for the Savvy
Oh,
Surgery Showcase, yep. So that's what we're gonna do for that, guys. We're gonna be doing calls only because it's down to limit. Now, I still got a lot of space in the 790 class. I still got some spaces there if you want to get in there. And of course, you know, there is a deal if you do both. So if you do the 790 event on Friday and the Bernina L890 event on Saturday, you will get a little special discount for that. And remember, guys, these are full days events. Sue's doing some really good menu items. I'm really excited about them.
we got some new stuff coming.
And I know, got some new stuff. And we're going to I don't know. It's just going to be a lot of fun. We got a great Bernina educator. It's just going to be some good deals too on some machines, and it's going to be cool. And if you haven't used an L890 yet, and you haven't used a Bernina 790, this is a great chance for you to see what they're all about. Guys, I just want to say, like, I'm not sure who's in the Facebook room right now, but if you are here and I haven't said anything, give me a shout out and say hey in the comments, please, if you don't mind. I'm still new to this, so I'm kind of learning how this works. So
Yeah,
if
we
you
don't get
are
to
here,
see. I can't see everybody that's coming in until they leave a comment. I can't.
I
see
think
any.
that's what's happening. But you can see the comments, right, Jonathan?
I can see the comments.
That's
Yes,
wonderful. Okay,
I
excellent.
just
Hey,
can't see as people join.
there's
Hello.
Tommy. There's Tommy. Okay, guys. Now, to be honest with you, I don't want to spend a lot of time on calendar stuff, and I'm going to see, Jonathan, is there anything that you want to mention? Anything today, or
I would
anything?
say I'd say the only thing is just real quick in relation to that, since we were talking Bernina a second ago, starting today through the 12th of this month, there is a special Bernina financing. Bernina's offering special financing from today until the 12th. It is 18 months, no interest. on a minimum purchase of $999.
Awesome.
So if you are in the market for a new Bernina machine, and it doesn't even have to be a big baby, it could just be something entry level. Even all we have to get to is $999, which I don't know of a Bernina that we sell, at least that's less than that. So you get 18 months special financing from today until the from today until the 12th. 0% financing, 18
Nice.
months, $999. That's all I've got.
Thank
if you have
you.
any questions about that, call the store, 251-634-3133. We'll be happy to answer any of your questions. And that's all I've got. I don't want to make the people wait for the
No,
main,
I want to get to
the
the good
digitizing
stuff
legend.
here. I want to get to the good stuff here.
That's
So
right.
I'm going to get Trevor Conquergood up in here. He's backstage waiting to join us. And I wish I had more fanfare. Like, I know that I could probably put music in here and all kinds of stuff. Trevor, the next time you come for a live, just wait. It's going to get crazy.
Do you want me to sing?
Would you sing?
Here comes Trevor
Perfect.
with this treasure trove of
God, that's perfect.
Embroidery stuff.
Now,
Yeah.
Children of all ages, boys and girls, men, women want him, men want to be him. He's Trevor Conquergood.
Right.
Okay, I brought it all here. Look. I'm going to actually do this, though.
No, not me.
I'm going to let you take the stage.
You guys are so awesome. I love when you go live on Facebook. I love it. Hi, Sue.
Yeah, Sue's back here, guys.
I'm in the wings, you know.
You heard Jonathan singing, and that got her coming.
So, Trevor, we've been talking a little bit about what you're going to be doing for us, and I think we've decided that there's no better way to get these people excited to get an idea of what they're going to be getting into or what they're going to be missing out on if they don't join us than other to hear it from you. So, I just wanted to know. We're excited to see what you want to share with us.
Thank you, Trent. Thank you, Jonathan. As you guys know, I watch you guys and think you're amazing. So I can't come to your store. I've seen all around it, and I know that I'm going to invade every part of it. We're just going to have a big old embroidery party down there.
That's right.
I might bring some snow with me, you guys.
Yes.
The Mylar, right? Everybody's going to want to know how to put Mylar in your lace. And I'll bring lots of lace. I will bring a big trunk of stuff, so I'll really decorate your store as much as I can with all my sort of little things that I've made. But I love to do embroidery, you guys. I've been making embroidery for over 40 years.
That's longer than I've been alive.
Is that so? This is an embroidery design from the 1980s. It was called punching back then, right? But I started to digitize in 1984. That's an embroidery design that my very first embroidery machine had a reel-to-reel on the front of it that you would put this tape on, and there would be an empty core on the other side, and you would hook it up like that. And that is how embroidery looked in the 1980s.
Wow.
It's a little more exciting today, I will say. The machines are so incredible today, and they're very easy to use. You know, the reality is, for me, once I put my little USB stick in the machine, it does kind of whatever I tell it to do. So today, the USB stick is the equivalent of this, right? It's like, you don't need one of these anymore. That's for sure.
But it is cool.
I'm going to say hey to some people real quick, if you don't mind. I just want to let Mary Gale, Tommy Morgan, and Virginia Johnson. Thelma Dixon is here. And y'all, Jebby Austin joined us, guys.
Hey, y'all.
Wait, where did I lose Trevor? Add to stage. Did I actually lose him? Nope.
Trevor, come back.
Trevor, come back. You can blame it all on me.
Him.
Yeah, he's pointing
to me.
Trevor,
come back.
Where did I lose him at?
There's Lynn. Hey, Lynn.
Hey, Lynn Freeman.
We're not having technical difficulties at all.
No, I think that Trevor's doing something. I'm not sure.
Oh, is he building up suspense? Because
There he is. There he is.
There he
I'm
is.
in backstage. I'm right here.
Oh, we were.
Oh wait, now you're backstage.
You were going to say hi to some people, and then I think you clicked on my other look. You're showing the wrong Trevor there. You got it, or you know what I'm saying? There you go. Bring me to bigger.
To your leader.
But, yeah,
I know what to do. Hold on.
You could show my screen. I was going to show you guys the old paper draft for this sucker, but that was what I was doing. But I don't know why I kind of got kicked out. I had to rejoin. It was like
That's my fault. My fault. Stu, I'm just going to get rid of the other Trevor. How does that sound?
Yeah.
Bye.
It's removed from the stage.
I did. Now let me see here.
Yeah, there you go. There, that's just us.
Boom.
We did it.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
Right on.
Hey, now I'm up here.
Now I can point to you.
Ah.
Yeah, here. And I'll join again over here for you guys. We got this figured out. So I was telling you to bring the snow to Alabama and go ahead and say hi to your friends. That's great.
I did. I got Sue Barlow is joining us up there. Checking in from Charlotte. Thank you, Sue. It's so good to hear from you. I hope y'all have been doing up good there. I tell Cindy I said hi, and Jonathan said hi. And Lynn Freeman, like Jonathan said, I'm so glad you joined us too. We're getting all our old faces up in here. Trevor, go ahead. I got my girls.
Thank you. That's great. Well, it's great. I can't wait to meet you guys.
Oh my God,
it's gonna be fun.
So much fun.
I promise it won't be real snow, you guys. It'll just be embroidery snow. It's gonna be fabulous weather when I'm there. That's the Saskatoon embroidery skyline.
Nice.
I did this design back in the 1980s, you guys. I literally took like a photograph of my, and I put it. But back in the 1980s, I had the benefit of an artist, that worked for me, and I sent that picture to Kevin. And Kevin made it into this big, beautiful draft here, which I will bring with me. But now you can see like a little bit of kind of how I did it, So I literally punched the stitches, then that tape would come spitting out of that machine, and it was a very manual thing. So it's one of the reasons why I'm such a huge fan of today's embroidery process, because it's so cool now, right? I mean, can I show you? This is that was my first thread sketch, right? This is my latest thread sketch. There. Does that look familiar to you boys?
Yes.
That is so cool.
It sure does.
Yeah, is the Mobile, Alabama skyline.
Yes.
I stitched it on a piece of paper, but you could put it on a sweatshirt or a jean jacket back, or you could put it on your long arm and make it into a ginormous bed pillow or a bolster. And, it's continuous embroidery, which means there's no jumps in it. It doesn't ever stop embroidering, kind of thing. So I will tell you guys all.
No thread changes.
No, you can definitely make this kind of stuff more than one color, but right now this is currently one color. It's just a one color sketch. Yeah. Sometimes I do multicolor sketches and add in the shading and the waterfall could have water falling, that kind of thing or whatever. But you'll learn all about embroidering on paper. I love to embroider on paper. We'll use watercolor paper. You can buy it at Walmart. It's fabulous. I know you guys are going to have a Walmart nearby, right?
Literally right across the street.
Just looking at it, baby.
Literally right across the street.
And I'm going to buy stuff to embroider on, and I'm going to embroider on it, and we're going to give it away. That's literally how the day's going to go. We're going to make the meet me at the beach postcard, and I'm going to have everybody sign it, and then we're going to mail it to your store. So you guys are going to want to get your name on the postcard, because we'll make a postcard. This literally embroidered on paper and put it in the mail. But it's kind of the magic of that one, right? Because there's embroidery on the back of the paper. It's got embroidery on the front of the paper, and yet it's all one piece of paper, and that's the magic of that project. There's a little bit of magic in there. So basically, we're going to be selling adhesives. There's glue, special glue kind of thing. Of course, it'll be on special pricing, right? Because
there you
go. I'll have a pricing for all of the stuff, and I make for everywhere I go. So whether it's whether it's the city, or whether it's the mountains, or whether it's the university. Everybody gets some kind of like a skyline like this. So I am working on some cool design just for Mobile, Alabama, is what I'm saying. And so far, do you like the big skyline that I did?
It is spectacular.
It takes it's what 20. I think it's 23,000 stitches, this big design here. So it doesn't take long to stitch one of these out. Nice thing. You can frame it. You could, like I said, put it on a sweatshirt. I'll show you how to take the postcard design that I'm going to give you guys, and then change the cover and make your own. You could do I'll be gnome for Christmas and put a little gnomey on the front of your postcard, or
no
whatever.
more gnomes for the love of
gnomes. God, they took over.
Gnomes coming out of my ears.
I won't bring any gnomes then.
No snow and no gnomes.
It's not gnomes down here, Trevor. It's not gnomes we have a problem with in Mobile. You know that.
No, I heard about the leprechauns, and that's why I knew you guys would like it if I made the little leprechaun patch for you guys, right?
I'm so excited about this.
This is not just any leprechaun patch. This is an iron-on leprechaun patch. So that means you can iron on your leprechaun.
I love that it's even on the sticky note paper.
I love it that it's the yellow notebook paper.
Yes, it's the yellow notebook paper.
I did applique, right? I did applique, and there's a little special product in there called Stitch in Shape that will have the stitch in shape. That everybody will want the stitch in shape. Stitch in Shape's how I make my patch. It's what I'll actually teach 4 different methods of making patches. Cool. And then once you kind of get it, you'll realize that my bracelet is actually really just a patch.
Right? I love the bracelet.
And I'm going to give you guys the design for the bracelet too. And I'll show you how to take the Roadrunner off the front, and you can put like a little marlin on there instead, or a crab or whatever kind of thing, or
oysters. We love oysters.
Or a leopard.
It'll be the shrimp bracelet. We'll do the
shrimp. Yes.
A fried shrimp bracelet.
Crawdaddy. Thank you, Sue. A crawdaddy.
Right. I made this one here. That's skyline of Mobile, Alabama, and it can be a quick sew, just a 2-color, or a fully filled in one. And I put the Tommy likes the Roadrunner. I like the Roadrunner. It's got an adhesive on the back, so I don't know if you can kind of see the shininess of it, but this is shiny now. Once I put the iron-on glue on the back, so I put the iron-on glue on the back of the leprechaun, and so he's an iron-on leprechaun. Yeah, but seriously, the fuzzy fill is like a fan favorite. The fuzzy fill is what I use to do Academy style letters. So the texture of that fill is the Floriani fuzzy fill, is what we call it. It makes really great little chickens and roosters and snowmen, but it makes a unique texture, which we use to do these kind of cool 3D, you can iron them onto your Letterman jacket, right? With the glitter. And so I'll have the recipes. Basically, yes, you're right. Trevor's Embroidery recipe box. Come on down. Everything that I'm showing you guys today and more, you will get the PDF instructions to make it at home. I will be demonstrating. I'm not just going to talk about it. I'm going to get the machines going while I'm in town. We're going to be embroidering and I'll make some stuff for you guys, and we'll make teeny tiny little roses like this teeny tiny. We'll make teeny tiny ones, and you can turn them into earrings. I'll wear mine on my lapel. I'll put like a little tie.
That's what I was
I'll
thinking.
wear mine on my lapel. But you basically, once you do so this is essentially another style of the patch, right? That's one of the same technique that I used to make this guy. I used to make this guy, is what I'm saying. So you'll learn all about that kind of stuff and more. Oh, you lost me again. Am I there?
No, you're there.
I'm still there. I'm good. I lost you this time.
I'm sorry.
No,
How sad for you.
I found you guys. It was just how you touch. I went to pick something up. These are cute little bead look embroidery. It's like a little star dot that I do, and it kind of creates a nice little look like it's beaded.
Mm-hmm, that's
and
cool.
then we'll put like cork on the back of it, and so we'll have the hot glue gun out while I'm in town, is what I'm saying. Virginia says she has one of my tiny roses.
That's cool.
Go, Virginia.
You go, Virginia.
Awesome. Yeah. So we're going to have a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a one-day event, so you got to pick which day you want to come, right? You can come Friday or Saturday. Right. And it's in May, the 2nd or the 3rd.
3rd, correct, sir. Friday or Saturday.
Friday or Saturday. So I can't wait to be in Mobile. It will be fun. People are welcome to bring questions, you guys. Like I'm all about that. So if your embroidery projects, first of all, I love when people bring me things that they've made because they're proud and they want to go, look what I made. You don't have to bring the whole thing. Just bring your phone, and some pictures. We can talk about it at the break. But if you have any serious questions, like what the heck's going on here, I'm happy to answer. I may not have the answer, but I'm happy to share what I know, and I do. So embroidery is my passion. I love to make embroidery design. I have some more designs coming because I have another patch that I'm working on that is going to be, I know, a fan favorite. And like I said, while I'm in town, we might have to design some shrimp stuff or whatever. But everything I make, I'll put in your download.
Some shrimp stuff or whatever.
Well, I mean,
I love it.
I do too.
What I'm saying is sometimes when I'm at the event, people have a good idea, and it could be whatever they want, but I often do design literally live in my day, during the days. So we're going to do the 3D embroidery. A lot of it's going to be about dimensional embroidery. Like these Academy letters have the puffy foam foam for the border and make it more raised up. And this time I have the puffy foam inside the shirt. So it says Jesus, if I turn it the right side up. And, the foam is what makes it kind of look dimensional like that. And
that's so cool.
And the mylar and the high loft topping. And so there's a lot of cool toppers, is what I'm saying. The puffy foam, you can embroider directly onto it like this sort of thing. So it literally is a topper. You just like embroider on it and then you tear it off, and then your embroidery is like all rounded and sort of bulgy looking, so yeah, that would be fun. You could have a really 3-dimensional shrimp, that could, we could do a cool puffy foam shrimp.
Yes, but let's get a puffy foam shrimp.
I'm not done with the leprechaun. We could make some 3D lace leprechaun earrings, right?
Earrings.
To do the
earrings.
That would do so well, man.
All I'm saying, leave your comments in the live. I'll read them, so if you got some suggestions on, because, I do most of my work on my plane rides. I'll be honest, like literally a lot of the time I'm making designs like this while I'm sitting in the chair on my next trip, where I'm going sort of thing. So on my way to Mobile, I might have time to do a cool new thing, right? So tell me what it is. Let's see. but I'll try to listen. I'll bring my whole collection. I do patches everywhere I go, so I've got all kinds of cool little things that I can bring and show you guys that I've made. And so it's going to be fun and informative. You'll learn a lot. I'm assuming these guys are going to feed us, and so we'll be well fed, and there'll be sugar in the house, that kind of stuff. Yeah. And then if you want, we can all go to the beach afterwards.
There we go.
I don't get to go to the beach. If you guys don't know, I'm Trevor Conquergood, and I live in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada. And no word of a lie, there is still 3 feet of snow on my front lawn.
Wow.
It is just beginning to melt up here.
So
I'm looking forward to Mobile, Alabama. You guys, I can't wait to come. It's going to be awesome. And I just want to thank you guys so much for inviting me on your YouTube, because I know you guys have an amazing following on YouTube with all your friends. And so it'd be great to meet everybody, in Mobile. So I hope we can have just the most fun time ever at All About Sewing, you guys. That's the goal, right? Just absolutely. And all about embroidery is what it's going to be while I'm in town, right? It'll be.
That's right.
Hey, look, we are all about embroidery, I assure you. We're all about sewing, but
I know,
Trevor,
I know you,
trust me,
because I watch you guys, and I see how amazing your store is, and how you guys are doing embroidery every day, literally, in your store, and I can see it. So that's why I can't wait to get there, you guys, because I love embroidery people, and I love meeting embroidery people, and I hope to meet lots of really cool embroidery people while I'm in town.
Guys, listen, Trevor, I can't wait for you to meet this group either. We've got some amazing, talented people here. We've got business owners coming. We have hobby embroiderers coming, and there's just they're going to be impressed. And I'm proud to say, I think you're going to be impressed with our ladies. Like, they are.
I'm sure I will.
They're very, very talented. And
I've never been to Mobile, Alabama before, you guys. This is my very first trip there, so I can't wait.
That's exciting.
That is exciting.
We're going to get him some good food too, guys. We're going to feed him well.
What a beautiful downtown. I'll be definitely making a drive to get my picture
we're going to get you downtown one night. You got to go see it. It's very charming.
I'll start down there.
Very charming.
Very good. It'll be great. So I'm happy to stick around if anybody that's live today wants to chat and ask questions of us.
You guys have any questions? Drop them in the chat.
Absolutely, guys. If you have a question, we will definitely.
Why don't you show them my? Hold on here. I had my screen up right there. Is my? Can you show them the skyline on the screen?
Sure can.
I logged on there. So this is how I make it. Right, that's literally like in the hot off the press, because this one's my latest. Cool. I just, I don't draw. Like, I hope everybody knows that just because it's called sketch style embroidery, I didn't sketch it. Right, I traced it. Trevor's tracing is what it is. Right. There's the photo. Like, if I turn on the photo,
so neat.
How if I hide the stitches, that was what I started with, right? And I just basically went in and kind of like traced around everything, so you can kind of see how everything's just like been traced. When I do the trees, I just kind of scribble kind of thing. When I do the windows and the stuff like that, I try to kind of go around it, and make like a nice straight line. But it's really interesting. And then, like I said, it's all a continuous line of embroidery. So it'll just start to stitch and kind of build the picture, So you'll know it's one of mine because I always start in the middle. Like, I was going to
say, notice you start in the center.
I did. I start right in the middle, and then I'll work my way over. Usually I go to the left first, kind of from center. And once I hit the edge of the picture, then I go down to the bottom, and I kind of do it in like quarters, top left and then kind of bottom left. But it's not like a hard line, as you can see there. It's kind of just a spot. I mean, you can see where you've gone because I don't do this all in one line, right? Like it's really just a series of little lines, right? Like what you see is a big long line that looks like it's all continuous embroidery is really just because I know to start my next line where I finished my last line. You know, it's really just as simple as that. And you can make one little line at a time. You don't have to draw, and so you can take a break and go get coffee, or, you know, like or whatever. But that's how I did it, and I want to say this one took me a little over an hour, but it's probably more like 2 hours. I think there was more to it than I thought there was. Some of them take me under an hour, kind of thing. I can do one of these, but the bigger ones take around 2 hours, kind of thing, and that's literally filling up like this is going to go in a 14-inch embroidery hoop. You could probably bring it down. If anybody doesn't have the 14-inch, we could definitely make this go in your 12, or we could even do it in a 10. It's only 22,000 stitches, right? So
right.
It can be smaller. It's just some of the stitches are I try not to make too small a detail so that it is scalable, right? You know what I mean? But it definitely can go bigger. There's enough detail in this one that if you do have one of those long arm machines that has a computer attached to it, and I basically call those reverse embroidery machines because in embroidery the needle is stationary and the hoop does all the movement, but when you have a long arm the hoop stays stationary and the needle does all the moving. So it's literally the same pattern. You can take this design and I can save it to any long arm quilt format, and you can order it with your quilt machine, kind of thing.
That is so cool. It looks so good, Trevor.
To do the fancy, what are the two buildings called that are coming up here that are missing the little towers?
There's spires. Okay, so one of them is the tower at the Renaissance Riverview Plaza. One of them is the tower at the Battle House Hotel.
Very good.
And they are really well known. And see, like here you've got the RSA Tower building with the moon pie drop on the back of it. See, everybody can recognize, this is so recognizable to us here. Every one of these buildings, we know what they are. We can point them out. You did a fantastic job with the skyline.
Thank you. The clouds are not my favorite part, but I did my best to try and do some nice clouds. But
I tell you, they look like we get some pretty crazy cloud coverage here. You know, we have a lot of rain here in Mobile, and honestly, these clouds are saying these are Mobile clouds, baby. That looks good, right? That looks good.
That is what the cloud. So the cloudy day was actually kind of an angry looking day, I think. It did look like rain in the picture, you know. So yeah. I bought the photograph on on my favorite clip art website, kind of thing, and because I haven't been there yet. But had I been there, I might have had my own photograph that I could have taken and sketched, right? So I've been known to do that. So we'll find some things to embroider while I'm in town, and it'll be great. But yeah, that's how I made the patch too. Because I'll be honest, the Mobile patch that I made for you guys, I have done it for other places, right? So the main thing is I have to find the skyline for Mobile, which I bought, the clip art for, and I create the embroidery for that. And then, I swap out the skyline in here with the last one, right? Like this is, there's San Diego instead of,
that's so cool.
Yeah. So that's the idea that, when you once you've got a design like that, it's pretty easy to kind of recycle it and change it. For that matter, there might be somebody there that wants this to say Crichton on here, right? Instead of Mobile. That's possible, right? We could definitely put a leprechaun above the skyline in here and change it to say Crichton, right? So that's not hard to do. CR
where the gold at?
ICHTON Crichton, right? And maybe not so wide. So let me just do
everyone who's seen the leprechaun say yeah.
There, Crichton, and then So let me see if I got where did I save you guys? But I have somewhere the leprechaun. It's ready to go because you saw the patch. But I got to open up the leprechaun because he's not ready to go yet. That's the whole one. Did I do? Here's just the leprechaun.
Yes.
Self, right? So that's just like a little run-stitch leprechaun. And I'll just put that into your patch over here. So now he's kind of
Yes.
that might be too much leprechaun. We'll just shrink him down.
It's never enough.
No, you can never have too much Crichton Leprechaun.
Anyway, that I don't know if
Mary Gail loves it.
It needs to be a green one, right? So I don't know.
So where the United States of America is, it needs to say where to gold at.
Where to go? That's right.
I'm working on it here.
Oh my God. I love it. I love it.
But not a THE, like a DA. Where duh gold.
Yeah, it's duh gold. Duh gold.
Let's see.
He really could do this, y'all. This is the thing. He's got his circular font.
I don't know if anybody's got like a trademark on where to gold at or whatever, you know. Let's make this a little bit wider to kind of use up more of that space because you want to be making. There you go. Where to gold at?
Yes.
Yes. Where to gold at? Crichton, Alabama. Yeah. Yes.
File, save as, right? So this is that's the Crichton
version. Oh wow, guys, this is wonderful.
Okay, so this got a little bit off track, but that's kind of how the fun that we plan on having.
That's okay. That's what our audience is used to.
Mary Gail says, "I want that." Yes.
Yeah, it's really easy to make your things your own. Really, that's one of my biggest messages for everybody, is I love to do the work from the computer, and then embroidering is the sort of fun part. So I sit down and I imagine and put my text in and set the font up, and this is really just an applique, right? So it's yellow fabric with run stitches on top. I think we all know how to make this, is what I'm saying. Like, there's really everything that I'm going to show you guys, you're going to go, oh, that is so simple. I didn't, I love it, kind of thing. And so, but I know that you're going to want to make some teeny tiny roses.
It.
What we might have to do is see if we can turn that into teeny tiny shrimp. We could do little tiny shrimps, and so that they could be little shrimp earrings or little shrimp on your lapel. So
that's such a good idea, honestly. Such a good idea.
So we'll work on that for but we have about a month. So you're coming up. It's just about a month before the big event.
There is.
And I'm super excited. I guess the Easter Bunny is rumored to be showing up before me. So you should see the Easter Bunny. And then once you've seen the Easter Bunny, you'll know it's just about time for Trevor to...
Trevor's hopping down the Trevor Trail, coming to Mobile.
It's bringing the Trevor treasure trove. Embroidery, yeah. So
a lot of alliteration here.
You really will learn things. We won't just joke around. I really love to share what I know, and the good news is you'll get all the PDF instructions for all my projects. So there'll be 4 ways to make a patch, and this is just one of the ways. This is a different way. These are 2 different ways of making a patch, and they'll all be in the PDF kind of thing, so you can make them yourself. Yeah, I can't wait to get there. Until then, I'm watching the snow melt. I'm kind of just up here cross country skiing for some exercise, and
of course, cross country skiing, no big deal.
It's just about over. We're all looking forward to the melt, is what I'm going to say. And everybody here is like, thank goodness the winter's over.
Well, you know what? You're going to bring your shorts when you come, Trevor. I'm sure it'll be like 80 degrees.
Do you even have a pair of shorts? Do you even wear shorts?
I'll bring my shorts. I'll bring them.
Trevor, thank you so much for this.
You're welcome. I had fun going on live. It's great. Mary, thank you for all your comments. She said the skyline is perfect, and I love that. So thank you very much. Yeah, I can see the comments in here. So
these ladies are great. I cannot wait. You're going to have such a good time. And this is just a sampling of the amazing people we have. Trevor, this is going to be so much fun. I'm so excited to show them the power of that software, the things you can do with it. I try to tell people every day, like, you don't know why the software is the best. I'm trying to explain to you. You are definitely, I'm definitely excited for them to see it from your perspective, because the things you've taught me, I'm blown away with. I can't wait for them to learn about that. And the products. The products are unique. They're one of a kind. They're professional. I'm excited.
Thank you. Yeah, the toppers are very interesting. All the cool kind of dimension products that we'll have. We'll have great deals on the scissors and the thread too, for your basics. So all your things will be there. But we'll try to look for kind of the unique things, that people don't have, that they're like, wow, I didn't know about that kind of cool thing. So that a lot of what I like to make is kind of dimensional and crafty embroidery, if you want to call it that. But the postcards, the embroidery on the paper, it's timeless really, because I think I started doing a Christmas card, an embroidery card every year back in the 90s kind of thing, maybe even into maybe 89 even, we were already making a Christmas card. So, that's these are things that we still do right to this day, so I'll share some of my tips and tricks, and I can't wait to visit you guys and hang out with Jonathan and Trent and Sue at
there she is,
Mobile, Alabama.
Guys, thank you. Thank y'all so much for coming out today. Thank you, Trevor, for being a part of this. If you have any more questions, guys, throw them in now. If not, I'm going to let Trevor get back to his life up there in beautiful yet still cold Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
Yeah, we think it's warm. We're like, oh man, it's nice out today. Meanwhile,
it's only 3 feet of snow.
We're like, look at the water running down the street, 42 degrees, kind of thing.
Good Lord. Good Lord.
But it's still going down to 20 something at nighttime, literally. So it freeze and melt until it's all gone. But later this week, we're getting up there into the 60s or something. So it's going to be like really starting to go.
Oh, it's time to get out your slip and slides then. If it's 60 degrees, right? I mean,
yeah, I'm going to be passing on the slip and slides, but
come on.
But where to gold at? That's what I want to know. Where to gold?
That's too good. It's too much fun, Trevor. Thank you for all of this. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. I had really fun with you guys.
Well, then have a great night, and we look forward to seeing you in a month, sir. I will be in touch.
Thanks very much. Yeah. Thanks,
guys. Thank you. Trevor, I'm going to let you hit on back. Thank you again. All right, Jonathan, you and me. Guys, Debbie, I saw you join us at the end. Go back and watch it. If you didn't get to watch it, I don't know. This has been really fun. And guys, I see y'all I can see that I have 10 more still in here. Thank you guys for sticking in here with us and watching it. It's so much fun. I'm so excited. I've had so much fun today with Trevor working with these designs and seeing these designs come out. And I'm so excited. Y'all, it's better than I thought it would be. It's so cool. Honestly, other than my announcement, Sue did want me to give y'all a last-minute calendar announcement, and I'm glad she did. Our basic sewing and machine mastery did not make this month, so if you were interested in that, at least give us a call if there's something you have a concern about or anything, but that did not make this month, and we'll pick it back up next month. Jonathan, do you have anything else? Sue Connis, well, I've got you. Do you have anything else? All right, then.
Some feedback on that. We made some changes in the calendar about the mastery and the basic, which normally always make, and we're trying to mix it up so people that can't come at night can come during the day for basic sewing, and and the mastery at night instead of in the daytime for those who can't come in the daytime. However, it's the last 2 months they haven't made, so we're not quite sure what's going on. So if you would share with us what you think about that, and is it just too confusing because it's not something consistent?
Had to do it.
Or what? I can't be here 9 to 9 all the time, but you know, we want to do something that will make it easy for you to get your training.
So yes, if you do have feedback about that, you know where to let us know. So you can always let us know on Facebook, because me, Jonathan, and Amanda monitor it. You can let us know in any of our lives, or like we always say, stop in and see us or give us a call. We like to hear your voices, so we'd like to see you. I mean, this is still a small town, y'all, and we like to see your faces.
I stay over in the Creative Center, but I'm available.
You know what? We just send people over there just to scare her. We're like, say boo when you get in, and just, you know, scare the heck out of her.
Since neither of my classes made this month, I've got plenty of time to talk to
y'all. Come over and bother the heck out of her. She needs it, honestly. It's good for her. Okay? Do that. Come and see the queen. She's next door. Y'all, thank you for everything. Oops, what did I do? Thank you for everything. It has been such a pleasure doing with this, Trevor. Thank you for joining us. We are going to get out of here. We've had a 45-minute live, girl. You know what that means. It's time to go. But this has been so much fun, and I do think that this is going to be one of the best events we've ever had. And I'm really excited for y'all to learn from Trevor and to see these cool products. We're going to have a blast.
You know, I've known Trevor for many, many years. I've seen him and known him and been with him several times. And the guys have just met him. I introduced them to them at our trade show a couple of years ago. And so I can really speak to the quality of his knowledge and what he knows and how he presents himself. So you're just going to have a really good time.
I think so too, guys.
And you're going to be sorry if you miss it.
Well, and as you know, on that note, don't miss it, because you'll feel bad and you'll hate yourself for it. And we don't want to live with the guilt of knowing what we've put you through psychologically. So join us. Take Miss Sue's advice. I usually do. So that's Jonathan. Look, that's Sue and Trent. And we are
all about
sewing. Don't forget it. We love you guys. Thank you. Goodbye.
And digitizing and embroidery and all that other stuff.
We're all about all that stuff. And eating some delicious food. Join us. All right.
And margaritas.
You guys have got to stop. Bye, y'all. Oof.